Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game. Film room.
to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports of the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. Something's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this.
And absolutely right, Mike. And on top of it, if you're the home team today playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you get the energy, you get the excitement of your crowd who's also riding this wave of winning football. But on the other sideline, you've got a hungry, hot road team that's...
Just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the man who won the national championship back in Ohio State. It's Will Howard.
Everyone loves to dive into whether a bye comes at a good time, a bad time, and I really just think it's a matter of perspective. So here we got a team that was hot. They were rolling, multiple wins going into their bye week, and I can tell you what, the energy around that building, going into a bye, know you're playing really good ball, it makes that week a lot better, certainly, than the alternative.
And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Back at the 30-yard line.
3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Howard. He's got Fryermuth open on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. Early rhythm he was able to establish. He rode that to the final whistle. He had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. And if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, it's going to be a hard group to beat.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 21.
A gain there of 21. 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
Now Jackson on the move. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down.
Jackson. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. A quick slant to Flower. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? That one is good. And the Ravens will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. This drive begins with a run by Chuton.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they will bring him down. And now, after that last play, the challenge flag is out, and we will get a review right here.
Play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. Off the play fake, here's Howard.
The pass. He was brought down by Michael Hamilton. The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, here's Howard. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They're going to go play action with Howard. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike, getting in to record his 9th sack of the year. Play action, it's Howard. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Howard. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw
that's over the middle and intercepted. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
And that's going to be a deflating end to what's been a really long and really good drive, Mike. I mean, the way they're moving the ball, points almost felt inevitable. But all it takes is the defense to just hunker in and make one play of their own. And now they get to head back to the sideline with that lead still intact.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he continues to show off his ability to run with the football when the situation calls for it. He is the NFL's leader in rush yards at the quarterback position. A 1st down throw for Jackson. Open man, that's Luther Burden. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll send Flowers in motion. Jackson now on 2nd down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down. Jackson going to keep this one himself. but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20. It's a big one for the Ravens. 62 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Jackson. They'll try to set up the screen here. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Robinson. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Baltimore. 17 touchdowns now on the year.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end. And they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
The kick is good. It's the score. Ravens 10. Steelers nothing.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This returnable from the 4. Whoa. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in those numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. Now, faking the give. That's complete to his running back, Facial Tuki. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. On 2nd down, Howard. Escaping to his left, and he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run. It's 2. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
On the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 43.
Another run here with Tootin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 18 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Tootin. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 10-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. As we are ready to get back underway. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Roquan Smith, he gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Howard. no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
For the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Oswell's kick is good. And the Steelers are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Uh-oh. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. 1st and 10.
A gain of 12 yards.
They run over center with Robinson. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. Jackson going to keep it himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
This will be returnable from his own 15. Oh, how about that hit? He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Steelers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He's building a case for the MVP. He is the leader in the NFL in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That'll be complete to Tootin. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
This looks like a design run, and he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Howard. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Run out of the gun, and it's Tootin. We'll take this down to the 47. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing on 3rd down is Howard. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here. Pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens.
To throw is Howard. Got his man at the 6. And And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 33 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football.
A second effort, and he is in. Facial shooting. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. On play action, here's Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Second down, Jackson. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Third and long for Jackson. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down. Here's Jordan Stout now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. This one, returnable. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers' offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. He's got room past the 35. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Steelers...
On first down, they'll go with Tootin. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 42-yard line, here's second and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
Right back to Tootin. And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run in here with Tootin. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 29. Here's second and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Howard. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3.
Working out of the gun. Here's Howard. Taking off. He'll try to get there. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up first and goal.
Good blocking, and he's in. Facial Tootin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 17 and 18 on the year. performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers go up by 7. It is now 17-10. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake. Jackson. Pass caught left side by Likely. And he's going to be out of bounds to shy of midfield.
27 yards. And the Baltimore.
In motion goes Likely.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Ravens.
Jackson now to throw on first down. A throw left side caught by Andrews. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
At the Steelers' 44-yard line.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Ravens.
Now Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. The quarterback had the decision to make, and boy, he chose the right one, taking it in for the touchdown.
The key to this play, Mike, is the decision-making by the quarterback. Get your eyes on that defensive end. If he crashes on the handoff to the back, you pull it, he gets out in space, and he does the rest.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Ravens will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense and their running back, Facial Tootin, heading back for their next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
15 yards on the play. And the Steelers.
They'll throw on first down with Howard. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Steelers.
To throw it on first down is Howard. He's got a man. It's Metcalf.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open.
That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Steelers. First touchdown of the game for the man who leads the NFL in TD grabs.
defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and the timing and accuracy like that leads to 6.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will go up by 7.
Ravens 17.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one taken at the 7. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. Jackson now on 2nd down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20.
That's good for Baltimore. First down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens will cut the lead down to 4.
As routine as they may have made the end of that drive look, I can assure you, Mike, this is a situation they have been practicing since training camp. Get the ball to one of your playmakers, get yourself in scoring range, and steal 3 points before the break.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
At the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the 2nd half. The Ravens offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. Trailed by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. The shotgun, here's Jackson. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. 1st and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, it's Howard. To the outside, complete, it's Wilson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard
Throwing
line.
on 1st and 10, it's Howard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Steelers first down.
Hand off, it's Tootin. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Here's Howard. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
That's another Steelers first down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5.
And the Steelers.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
5-yard line.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. He's got it at the 3, and he's in. Pat Fireman, touchdown Pittsburgh. The point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. Ooh, well, now you see him, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll go again with Robinson. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Jack Sawyer up to make the tackle. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And he will have the Ravens 1st down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run with Robinson. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Raven first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Play action now. Jackson. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now it's Jackson. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
31. Ravens 28.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The Steelers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. This drive begins with a run by Houston. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
That's good for the Steelers. First down.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Another run here with Tootin. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Jair Alexander up from the secondary to make the stop.
2 yards.
So, from 37, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Howard. He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Now, Howard. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. They'll throw for it with Howard. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. Greg, I know you're passionate about this, the change in the evolution of the NFL the last decade, the willingness to go for it even more often now on 4th down, as we've seen here.
Yeah, I think teams just continue to understand the NFL is not about yards, it's not about time of possession, it's about generating big plays, and it's about maximizing every possession you have and sustaining the ball. So when you get opportunities at certain down and distances, at certain parts of the field, to use that extra down, it changes everything. And the last thing I'll say, Mike, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. We don't decide to go for it on 4th down, or at least I'll say the good teams don't decide to go for it on 4th down on 4th down. They knew they were going for it on 4th down 3 plays ago. They knew on 1st and 10, this was 4-down territory. So 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, the play caller is using that information to say, if I need 4th down, I had it. So I don't need to get it all on 2nd, all on 3rd. So it changes the philosophy and the flow of the play caller, and that players are a lot more comfortable nowadays being in these situations.
This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete. 3rd and long. In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, Baltimore.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
A gain of 14. First down, Ravens.
Jackson fires complete to Flowers. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. A give, and here comes Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
For the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Ravens will tie the game here in the third quarter.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Steelers offense and their running back, Facial Tukey, heading back for their next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, here's Howard. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 7.
Howard.
Third and 4.
He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as he's on to punt for the second time. This one fielded out beyond the 25. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's first and 10. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Second and 11. To throw is Jackson. A throw left side, caught by Andrews. Third down and 9.
Brings up third and 9.
Jackson now will try to run for it. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ravens sending the punt team out there. Important punt here in this tie game late. Here comes a return. The Steelers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll run. It's Tootin, and he'll get about 5. huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Right back to Tipton. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
A gain of 6. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a designed run. He'll take this one up close to the first down marker. They spot it where the slide begins. That's a pickup of about 9. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. To throw is Howard. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down
And look to pick it up with Tipton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
down at his 49-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down. They'll go. Tipton. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the Ravens have come up with the football. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense, the quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
The Ravens offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. And here's Bijan. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Jackson looking to throw. To the right side, he's got Andrews. First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And
Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Al Lamar going to hang on to it. They'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
At the 29-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. He gets this complete to Burton. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Yards off the play.
Robinson. And he is going the wrong way. Tackles back at the 7.
Tie game, 4th quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on 1st and goal.
He'll step up and he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
The kick is good. This makes the score Ravens 38, Steelers 31.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken, Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Up the middle, here is Chip. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
8 yards.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 2. To the air, Howard. That'll be complete to Tootin. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards.
Throwing is Howard. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Roman Wilson. Touchdown Steelers. That's his second touchdown tonight. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? From the 6, here comes a return. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Jackson now on second down. He'll go right back to Flowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Baltimore.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame him.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. To the air one more time with Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up third and
Again,
2.
it's Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. In motion comes Andrews. On first down, it's Robinson. And he skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5.
He was brought down at the 10.
Second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. Out wide, that's Robinson. And he won't get away. Good attack there to get him down behind the line.
At the 15-yard line.
Towels waving, Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will score again. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. And make that 3 rushing touchdowns. You think quarterback gets a 3-touchdown day, it's pretty good. 3 on the ground? That, Greg, is excellent.
It's just so hard, Mike, for a defense to account for a quarterback. that can do this amount of damage with his legs. And there's a fine line, but I'll tell you what, when they unleash him as a runner, he's about as good as it gets.
The extra point is up and through. And the Ravens will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back, Facial Tootin, heading back for their next possession. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Run out of the gun, and it's Tootin. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Now on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
From the gun, it's Howard. Throw on the run is complete. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll run it and give it to the big guy. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
And the Steelers 1st down.
Here's Howard. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Howard. He'll step up and run. The Steelers will use one of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
They're going to go play action with Howard. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are right back in this one.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball. I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
The Ravens offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. In motion goes Likely. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. And stop it with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. 2nd down. Jackson. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock stopped, 46 seconds to go.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
The Ravens bring their punt team out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Now the return. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Here we go. One final play. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish. And this one will come to an end. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.
Film rooms are the
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. On the visiting sideline, that's Dan Quinn, coach of the Commanders. These guys looking for a repeat of last week's win here. Across the field, the head coach of the Eagles. These guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Welcome to everyone tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here as Austin Seibert will get us started. And we're underway here in South Philadelphia. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, here come the Eagles for their opening drive. And bringing them out, someone who put together quite the highlight reel while at UCLA. If I remember correctly, you're on a couple of those calls. Drafted back in 2023. He goes by DTR, the full name, of course, Dorian Thompson-Robinson. They run it with Saquon Barkley.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns. More of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's got Devontae Smith. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. Barkley off the pistol again. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
On second down, here's Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He finds Worthy, complete. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And an Eagles first down.
Throwing now, Thompson Robinson. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
A.J. Brown. It's a gain of 8. Brings up
Barkley on the shotgun handoff.
at the 24-yard line.
He dodged the tackle. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Eagles first down.
He finds it right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Well, Brock, this was the type of start we expected, right? Given the lopsided matchup we've got. Now it's up to their opponents to start giving them a challenge. Keep this one competitive.
Easier said than done, and you know that, Kate, playing as severe underdogs on the road. How they respond on this next drive is going to be really telling for the direction this game goes.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders nothing. Jake
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. To be the team first guy he is, to be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
21 yards. And the Washington first down.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Short side option here. He's running left. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. New set of downs for him. He starts at the 38. They'll run in here with Jaden Blue. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Now he takes it, and he gets this forward to the 19.
Now that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Third and short, Daniels. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
On comes Austin Seibert in the Commanders' field goal unit to try this on 4th down. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Seibert's kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles and Dorian Thompson-Robinson headed out for their next shot. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. Second among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. DTR looking to throw. That pass complete to Goddard. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Barkley. A 5-yard play.
Here's another carry for Barkley. Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Throwing now off the play action. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
That's good for the Eagles.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
It's a screen to Barkley. This one doesn't get much, down to the 41. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop.
26, Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 4.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
A gain of 6. That's another Eagles first down. First and 10.
All set to go now from the 35. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. He works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Setting up the screen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving to the line, this is first and 10.
A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagles.
Working inside the red zone. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
That's not a quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Thompson Robinson. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get 6 more on their early advantage. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Brown with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Dan Quinn sending his Commanders out for another drive. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Daniels from the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Cooper caught the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on second down. A third down run with Blue. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it's largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Here's Riley Dixon on now for the punt on 4th down. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Escapes a defender. Dodges another stop. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. The Eagles and Dorian Thompson-Robinson headed out for their next shot. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Now it's DTR. And that's Worthy running a slant. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 2nd and 3 now. They'll go for the gun with Barkley. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. The scoreboard reads 14-3. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. There he is on 3rd and short. Pass complete to Goddard. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
A gain of 34 yards. That's good for the Eagles. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's DTR to throw. He's got Smith again. 3rd and goal, they need 3 yards here.
Number 6, Devontae Smith. A gain of 3 yards. It's now
DTR to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles crack their lead to a 3-score advantage. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 18. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Finds him on the crossing route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Out of the gun, Daniels. The pass ball's incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there.
Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Short pass brought in. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Riley Dixon on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Jukes away from one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And like most all of this season, partner, these guys have been absolutely lethal inside the red zone. Again here in this one.
And as a team, you just love because you spend a lot of time in practice, in planning and scripting for success. You can't script it any better so far.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Second and 10. At the 23.
Keeps it on the option here. He's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the draw, it's Barkley. He made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Barkley again here on second. And he's down. Looks like he made the stop at the 46-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go to Barkley again. And he's going to have about 2. It's 2nd down now.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. After that plays now, they can be the big gains of next week.
Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Tackle made by Trey Amos.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
Dive play straight ahead. He pushed for it, but they held strong. Gets it up to the marker, but about a yard away, it looks like. 4th down.
They may be a dying breed in the NFL, but this is why fullbacks will continue to be used by some teams each and every year. Those bigger bodies, they're almost always good for a positive gain, or someone can drag them down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Pretty big kick for him. Actually, a new season long. And when you do that, guess what happens? You're going to get called upon from that distance yet again.
Brown with a return here. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Dan Quinn sending his Commanders out for another drive. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Daniels makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. He's keeping it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Washington first down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
Daniels going to keep it. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. New set of downs for him. He starts at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Daniels on first down. He's calling his own number again.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Daniels back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Third and short, Daniels. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Going deep here for the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points. As that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First down, play action. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Another throw here on second down. Completed left side to Smith. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43.
And an Eagles first down.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Ricky Luvu there for the tackle.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
DTR looking to throw. Hits him on the in route. And give him the 47-yard line, Brock, as he's nestled up right near that first down marker.
Dallas Goedert brings up third down.
QB sneak coming. We're loaded and ready for that sneak. One thing, they stop him at the line. No gain. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. Eagles with the lead here at the link. First and 10 now from the 46.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Thompson Robinson has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop. We're going to say about the 37-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second and that play from wide open.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So Reed gives here to Barkley. He dodged the tackle. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, and they go right back to it. And a big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And we might be close to this league growing again. That play gives them a first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to...
It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get more points to end a lopsided first half. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned. That's 6 in the end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. Rolling on first down, Daniels. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw.
35-yard line.
Completed over the middle. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. His final shot of the half will not connect. That ball's incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 12 is here. After this weekend, 2/3 of the regular season will be in the rearview mirror. Let's get into the highlights. Our look around the NFL starts now. It begins in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Texans. And this is the running back. A 45-yard touchdown run. The Cowboys come away with an 8-point victory. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California. Let's look in on the Niners. They're hosting the New York Football Giants. And this is Jordan James. He'll take this one in from 2 yards out. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And it's Tua on target with that one. He had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Broncos get their 3rd win as they come away with the victory. And a look now at the rest of the action around the league here in week number 12. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Brown with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Dan Quinn sending his Commanders out for another drive. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Daniels now. Finds the in route, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Daniels. He's making a bid for it. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That's a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. They're going to wind up losing yards on this play. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Up the middle, Blue. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. On just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
That's good for a Washington.
Now Daniels off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Give on 2nd here to Blue. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Cooper to Gene with the stop. 9th play to drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. No throw, 3rd and long. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. And this is headed to the sideline, and it'll bounce out at the 7. Wow, great kick. The Eagles and Dorian Thompson-Robinson headed out for their next shot. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Thompson-Robinson. Short pass brought in. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
He's got it on the bootleg. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. He gets 6 on that play. That'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And it's an excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Toss play to Barkley. Escapes the defender. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
That's another Eagles first down.
Good toss here into the hands of Brown. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 49-yard line.
Option play. They give it to Barkley. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be third down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
Here's Thompson-Robinson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
The Commanders set to take over. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
In these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. That's going to give the Commanders a first down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Commanders.
Play action now. Daniels. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Oh, they can run the option to the short side. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Daniels throwing on third. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Eagles are able to bring this back to the 35-yard line. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself, third and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense, well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, Earl with Barkley. Runs around him, he's got space. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Eagles first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Line up the design keeper. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Daniels now on first down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. On first down, it's Blue. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Finds him on the crossing route. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's going to run for it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Daniels. Taking this one down, it's Blue. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down. Daniels keeps it himself. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a first down. Come on, boys.
And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. To no one's surprise, Brock, they lead in this one, and that lines up with the type of performances that we've seen from them during this 10-game winning streak. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Going to the ground again on first. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Mikey Sandrastill on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Commanders'
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's going for it himself. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Barkley again here on 2nd. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Thompson Robinson now. He will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again.
Commanders 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. This is caught by Blue. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
3rd down run with Blue. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down is going to end up with a loss of yards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Air it out on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he reaches the 35 before going out. So out now comes the punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. Takes this in at the 25. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Eagles and Dorian Thompson-Robinson headed out for their next shot. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting runs like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Free inside the 30. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Just wow, Kate. I mean, wow. We are watching something extraordinary today. Not a 100-yard day, not a 150-yard day, but a 200-plus-yard day with that big tote.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles continue adding on to that lead.
Commanders 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Brown with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. He gets the handoff. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On his own read, they hand it to Blue. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Daniels. That's Cup on the slant. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Throwing now, Daniels. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. This is hauled in by Samuel. And they get this down to the 28. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Again, Daniels to the air. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
That's another Washington first down.
To throw again, it's Daniels. Has it in close. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Daniels is going to throw again. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. 3rd and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here.
And goal.
QB sneak coming. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders putting up points in a game decided. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Austin Seibert.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Jackson now to return it. Jukes away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles, minutes away from an 11-0 record. The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, Daniels. He'll throw right side, finds Cup. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Well, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Complete. It's Atwell. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense is set. 1st and 10. To the air again. Daniels. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Give on 2nd here to Blue. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia. It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. Thank you all so much for finding time in your Thanksgiving holiday to join us. Brock Hewitt and Kate Scott here with you. And Brock, it's an annual tradition. We have a game in Detroit and a game in Dallas every year on this day. It's part of the old John Madden Thanksgiving celebration.
Yeah, and you can just feel John. Right? I just feel him as I got these headsets on and getting a chance and the privilege to call this game. It's become a part of people's celebration of holiday every year. And I wish for every player in the league they got a chance.
Just as we do every Thanksgiving Day, the kick is off, and here we go from Detroit. Campbell now on the return. He's brought down to what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings in Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games. He's not happy about it. And he will be focusing on rectifying those things here.
It only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. First and 10. Here's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Going in motion here. Second down. Here's Allen again. He's got this complete to James Cook. We'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Allen on 3rd and short. Finds the end route complete. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And a
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action now. Allen. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives the backward. Second down coming up.
Dude, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroyed that play, they destroyed drives. Well done, defense.
Working from the gun. It's Allen. Gets him on the in route. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Third down, and they need to get 10.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long. The Bills with a punt team out there. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by the Colorado and Jackson State products. It's Shedeur Sanders.
People who get stuck on the last name or draft day fall will lose sight of the QB that this guy can be in the NFL. Confidence is a funny thing, especially from the outside, to judge what it may look like, what it may sound like, but I know this. You've got to have it to play in this league.
He's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Lions.
On first down, here's Sanders. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
46-yard line.
He's got it on the bootleg. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
Gain of 3 yards.
On first down, it's Gibbs. Into the secondary past the 40. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal.
45 yards. That's another deep.
All flag is down here. This might be a free play. Intercepted in the end zone. Christian Benford has it.
Offside. Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still first down.
After the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Gibbs runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
That one right down the middle. The Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like when you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape. It can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it. Knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone. Things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. The right side, caught by Wilson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a throw. Here's Sanders. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Lions 1st down.
Up the gut they go with Williams. Trying to find a cut back upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Completed over the middle. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Sanders now on 3rd down. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
27 yards. And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bills 16.
The gun, here's Sanders. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 8th play to drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
It's a gain of 4.
Here he is on 3rd and short. He rolls to his right. And they they take this in for the score. The Lions take a 13-0 lead.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
Bates snap for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. The Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14, Bills nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Gamble now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Coach Sean McDermott sending his Bills offense back to the field. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. And motion the tight end left. First down throw for Allen. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Catch made, left side by Palmer. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
A gain of 4, and it's third down.
Allen on third down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And this game is comfortably in hand early. They take possession with a 14-0 lead. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. A start on the ground with Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And they'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Getting 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Gibbs. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Again for the first time to Rashawn White. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down to the 16-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's another Detroit Lions.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Down by Tony Fields. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking out of the gun, Sanders. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
St. Brown. That's a gain of 4. Brings up
3rd and short here, Sanders. Drops back. Needs an open man. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Results in a 4th down.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that's our final moment of the opening quarter. We're 1 quarter closer to some turkey as we reach the end of one on Thanksgiving. 17-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Gamble now on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback in his offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Bills first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Buffalo first.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It's Allen out of the pistol. He finds him over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz, and he felt to pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at it. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
That's another Bills first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone on first. Makes the catch. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
At the Lions' 5-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And the Lions are there to bring him down. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Ben, even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
After the sack, they're left third and goal now from the 13. Third and long for him here. This is Cox. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills cut the lead down to 10.
17.
Just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Yeah, it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Ford, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So now it's going to be third and long.
Cole Bishop on the coverage.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Starts the return at the 34. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40.
1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talked about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuck in the run.
And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play, and the Bills have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. He's got about 9 on that run, partner, down inside the 30.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And center receiver left. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That's complete to Coleman out left. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's
Allen.
2nd and 6.
Here's a screen for Cook. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up.
They're turning to the option on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
4th down. Here's Allen. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. They had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw now is Sanders. That's complete to Sam Laporta. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Another one for Gibbs. Makes the tackle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
It's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Rolling up the middle, none outside either, Brock, so give him just 2 yards on that carry. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Play action, Sanders. Complete to the college safety, Sione Vaki. And they make the tackle at the 38. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Gain of 12 yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
Here's Sanders. Into traffic, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
87, Sam Laporta.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st. So 2 minutes still to play in this 1st half, partner. The Lions leading here at Ford Field. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Sanders setting the pass. Screen here for Gibbs. Has a big hole left. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
He's out of bounds.
2nd and 3 now.
14-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. He brings it in. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you can throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. It's big time.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. That's brought in. It's his back, Ray Davis. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
4 yards on the pickup.
Operating from the gun. It's Allen. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Pass. Intended for James Cook. Incomplete.
He'll air it out on 3rd. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills chop some of the lead off before the half. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Bass on for the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Lions and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. On 1st down, here's Sanders. That's another quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Looking out of the gun. Sanders. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but up until he reaches that 45-yard line. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusting tight end.
Detroit calls timeout within seconds. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
To the air on first down, Sanders. He finds Laporta. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
You know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over. But I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the first of 3 on this Thanksgiving Day. A lot to get into here in Week 13. Here we go. Our journey through the NFL starts now. We begin at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Texans. And here's the Cowboys running back. He's going to find some open space, and folks, they're not going to catch him. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California. Let's look in on the Niners. They're hosting the New York Football Giants. And this is Jordan James. He's going to bull his way in from a couple yards away. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And it's Tua Tagovailoa, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Broncos send their fans home happy as they come away with the victory. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Kick this away. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. A give to Gibbs to start the 3rd. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
That's good for the Lions.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
To the air, Sanders. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Sanders now on 3rd down. Another one caught by St. Brown. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Able to find Wright. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. All spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bills and Joshua Palmer set to go to work again. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Allen now on 1st down. Completed over the middle. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. One play in, Broncos drive is already in enemy territory.
A gain of 27 on the play.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10, here's Allen. Into the hands of Knox, complete. They'll get this forward to about the 28. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. This one's quickly to Shakir. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Bass's kick is good. And that drops the deficit down to 13.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy who can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Now Gibbs. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Sanders back to throw. Finds him over the middle. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Sneak here, Sanders. And that short gain is enough for him to set it down.
It's a gain of a yard.
All set to go now from the 35.
For Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35.
A give to Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw now is Sanders. Screen here for Gibbs. A Along the sideline past midfield. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
And the Lions, first down.
Play action. Sanders. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Gain of 26 more yards.
The toss, running right. It's Gibbs. Escapes the defender. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
17-yard line.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. It's White on the give. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. One that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a 3-possession game. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
Shorty got that body out of no time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my eye, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. On first down, Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. 2nd and 10, so into 28.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
And 10 yards
To the air on 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. Punting unit out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line.
The Lions take over.
The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Start on the ground with Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. That's completed right side. The stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's good for our Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done with pass.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Here's a give to Gibbs. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions lengthen the lead at the end of the third. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. Well, look at call this, other than simply splendid.
Bates tacks on the extra point. The Lions continue piling onto this lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Gamble now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bills to quarterback Josh Allen, ready to get back to work now on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Throwing now on first down, Allen has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Second and 6 coming up here.
It's now second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Now Allen. Big strike downfield to Coleman. And he's going to bring this down to their 35.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
All set to go now from the 35. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
That's another Bills.
Allen setting up play action. It connects down the sideline. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Short side option here. He's running left. Oh, Allen loses it. And somebody jumped on it around the 5. Who's got it? Oh, officials say it's going to stay with the offense. So following the fumble and the recovery, here comes second and short. Cook trying this one up the gut. And they're going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means first and goal is coming up.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Bills first down. First and goal, Buffalo.
And off to Cook here at his own lead. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bills making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills get it back to a 19-point deficit. Fast now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. Jukes away from 1. And they're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. First down now, ball at the 33. Drive begins with Gibbs. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Lions have a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
That's another
They'll go play action for Sanders. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that sack.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here, 2nd and 19. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Bills going nickel, 3rd down. Third and long for him here. That one complete to St. Brown. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the pistol, it's Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Now Sanders. They'll set up the screen. It's Williams. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Gamble now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bills and Joshua Palmer set to go to work again. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. First down throw for Allen. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. On the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to the air, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Allen on 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a
to the air again. Allen finds his man over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Number 8. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw again, it's Allen. Makes the grab in bounds left side.
It's a gain of 20.
And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards.
Allen now on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback goes man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Again, Allen to the air. That's complete to Coleman out left. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Desperation time here. He finds him beyond the marker. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's another Bills first down.
They'll run it with Cook. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Complete to Coleman. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Bills first down.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Davis gets it from the gun. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
He was taken down.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Setting up the screen. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Lions offense returning to the field. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends them backwards to the 4. We reach the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Another one for Gibbs. And 3 yards is all he's going to get. It's 2nd down.
Bishop on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he stopped just before the line to gain. This is at the 27. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. And before we step away, Brock, you and I were talking about this last night at dinner, and I just want everyone to know the chance to play on this day in an NFL game and to win this game. How is it viewed and valued by the guys out there?
It really is different. I mean, it feels like a primetime game, but you know, especially if you love football, you've watched this game as a kid growing up, and then you go play a Turkey Bowl game in your backyard. So it is extra special, and to win it makes it that much sweeter.
With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.